And good morning, everyone. You're listening to WHAM Wairarapa. I'm Hayley Gastemeyer. I'm just fading down this track by the Dictaphone Blues. You put it in me. That's what that song was called. All right. It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. You're tuned in to the events show. Normally turn up at around 8 o'clock on a Friday morning. And we're going to have a phone caller call in soon, a phone call from Kim Apollo. And I think this is it here now. She's going to tell us all about her trip. Now, how do I do this? Like this. Good morning.
Good morning. Is this Arrow FM?
It is Arrow FM. Hello, is this Kim?
Yes, it is.
Good morning, Kim. You're speaking with Hayley.
Oh, hey, Hayley.
Hi, how lovely to talk with you this morning. Thanks for getting up so early.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'm actually, I've been up early already because I've been picking up my sister from the airport. She's going to come help me with the market this weekend. So.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm currently en route to my job, and then and then we're going to head over to the Wairarapa soon and set up for the market.
You're super multitasking right now then.
I am, and she's holding the phone for me, so sorry if it's a little bit unclear.
What's your sister's name?
Our sister's name's Amy. I've got 5 sisters, so she's just one of them that's coming to help. There's a whole bunch of others that are helping as well.
Nice. And you guys, whereabouts are you at the moment? Where are you driving?
I'm just driving from the Wellington airport. Yeah.
Okay, and you're coming over to the Wairarapa now?
No, I'm going to quickly stop off of my job and work for 2 hours, and then I'm going to drive over to the Wairarapa. Yeah. Cool.
All right. So you're going to tell us about your market. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yep, it's tomorrow morning at the Carterson Park, weather permitting, which is looking like it's going to be nice weather, which is awesome. It's from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. on Saturday morning, and basically it's a fundraiser market. It sort of was supposed to be just a garage sale where I was selling my belongings, but I just couldn't help myself, and it's now turned into this massive event. We've got like 31 stalls and like 3 bouncy castles and an African dance group coming to perform for us, and yeah, and it's basically fundraising for the kids that I'll be working with in Rwanda. So tell us a bit about. So you're selling all of this is all a fundraiser, and you're going to move to Rwanda. Is that the case? Yeah, I'm moving there in like about a week.
Wow.
Yeah, so a week and a half I'll be on the plane to Rwanda, one-way ticket, which is like really exciting but scary as well.
I bet. Yeah. Have you been to Rwanda before?
Yes, I have. I've been there 3 times. The first time I went was when I was 18, just out of school, and then I've went for 3 months, and I've returned twice for 3 months each time. And I just absolutely love it there, and it's amazing. Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
26.
I still feel like I'm 18 though, because I act quite young.
Do you? Yeah. Well, it's pretty brave to go all the way to the other side of the world, not knowing anyone, and spend 3-month stints there. That's pretty grown up.
Yeah, I sometimes think if I had to do it now, I don't think I'd do it. I think when you're 18, you just think you can do everything. So
yeah, totally.
If I had to do it now, I don't know if I would, but I already have so many friends there, so it's like, now it's easy because I've got a whole community and a whole bunch of people that are waiting for me, basically, to come. So, that just makes it really exciting and easy, I suppose, to go.
Awesome. So, what language do they speak?
So they speak, officially it's an English-speaking country, but that's only been about 5 years where they speak English. Before that, they spoke French, and the main language is Kinyarwanda, so everyone speaks that. It's what they call a Bantu language, so it's similar to Swahili, but it's not the same. So I speak actually a lot of Kinyarwanda.
Nice.
I really made an effort to try and learn it when I was there, and it's really helped me a lot because, most people don't speak any English or even French, so...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Good on you for, I guess if you want to communicate, you got to put in the effort, don't you?
Oh, definitely. And I think that you just build up much more respect with the community if you actually try to learn their language. And, it just shows respect and that you just value them and value their language and their way of being and way of doing things.
Of course. Tell me, what did you do in your past visits there, and why have you only got a one-way ticket this time round? What are the plans?
Okay, so I worked at an orphanage, and I also worked at a community centre with people with disabilities. So I did like basic cares, teaching, I guess sort of social work, kind of unofficial social work. Like at one of the orphanages, there was a girl with leprosy that I took under my wings,
Wow.
and I really spent a lot of time supporting her and advocating for her to get the proper health care and finally get healed from leprosy.
Wow.
At the community centre for people with disabilities, I got really involved with the deaf community, and I did a lot of things for them in their community, and I guess empowered them and spent time with them. And yeah, so I guess every single place I was at, I sort of found like I had my official day job, but then I had a lot of different projects on the side as well.
What was your official day job?
Well, it was just working, like my official job was working at the orphanage, or it was at the official working at the community centre, but so often you meet other people, or, you know, and you just did things outside of your kind of role, and yeah. But yeah, the reason why I'm going on a one-way ticket is like I've always known the first time I went, I really felt that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I really felt like I was called to Rwanda, and I always knew that I was going to return, but it was never the right timing, and I really wanted to finish off my degree and pay off my student loan and get some finances saved and stuff. So I thought once I've got all that, then I'm definitely going to go. So now's the time. All my ducks are in a row, so it's time for me to go, really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What drew you to Rwanda out of everywhere in the world?
I know. I've always felt drawn to Africa since I was a little child. So that's always been a big part, of my life, going to Africa. But I didn't know anything about Rwanda, and when I was looking into places to go to, when it was just before I turned 18, I was looking for a place to go to. I just sort of stumbled on this organisation that worked in different countries in Africa, and it was a New Zealand organisation. So I thought, well, this looks legit. I'll go with them. I'll just have a look at the list of countries. They had a couple of countries that I recognised, and they had Rwanda, and I was like, oh, I don't know anything about Rwanda. I'll go there, just because I was kind of a bit rebellious and I wanted to be a bit different. You know, when you're a teenager, you kind of want to be different from everybody else, and so that's what I decided to do. And I just went there, and I mean, I could have ended up in any other country in Africa and felt exactly the same way, but it just ended up that I landed there and fell in love.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do your parents think?
Oh, I think my parents, they're pretty used to me, so they're really supportive. Like, they always raised us to think about the poor people, and they always raised us very socially conscious and I guess conscious of poverty and things, and so they're really supportive. Like, my dad's come over for a month before one of my trips, and my mum's really passionate about sponsoring and stuff like that. So they're really supportive of what I'm doing, and they know that that's what I'm meant to be doing, and they know that's what makes me happy. So yeah, they're happy with if I'm happy. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Where will you live?
So I've already got a house that I'm renting. I've been renting for 3 months, and so I'm currently a girl that I've been sponsoring through high school is living there, so she's just waiting for me, basically. It's just a basic sort of concrete mud house, just a sort of a generic one. It's got 3 bedrooms and a main room, and then it's got an outdoor kitchen, which is basically a room with a charcoal burner, and it's got an outdoor shower, which is just a concrete room with a drain, so no shower. I'll be having bucket showers, and then the toilet is a long drop. So yeah, it's pretty primitive, but I still feel like we're living in much better conditions than a lot of other people in the country. So I feel really I just didn't want to live in luxury. I just didn't feel right about it. So I just chose to live this way. Yeah.
And I guess does some sense of not freedom, but living a simpler life like that. What does that do to your mind?
Absolutely. I honestly, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be living in a van. I'm just so over bureaucracy, consumerism, the rat race. I just don't get why people would spend all their lives just trying to get a mortgage and, just hating their jobs, hating everyday jobs. Why don't you do something that you love, And I feel so blessed and privileged to be able to do what I love. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm all about getting out of the rat race, out of consumerism. Yeah, and it's great. Yeah.
How does the community in Rwanda respond to you?
I can safely say I think I'm pretty popular.
Nice.
They've called me from the very beginning. They called me a Rwandan name.
Yep.
which is Kaza, and that's all they know me by. They don't know me by Kim. And I have a lot of friends there. I got to name a friend's baby, and I've been asked to be part of friends' weddings there, and it's just it's amazing, really. Like, I've got a whole massive support system there, and I think just being with the people, learning their language, dancing with them, eating their food, I think that just, you create much more of an impact than someone that comes in and has lots of money and spends lots of money and helping people. But I think they much prefer you just to be with them and just to, I guess, live life with them. And yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about the food?
Oh, well, I have to say I'm not the massivest fan of the food. It's very high carbs, and it's pretty much vegetarian or vegan. Not on purpose, I'd say, but because, they just can't afford meat. And it's like rice, beans, like cassava, like different types of root vegetables, and kumara and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what are some of the biggest differences? Wait, back on the food, because I love food. Do they use lots of spices?
Oh, not really, no.
Okay,
it's not super. Some countries, more like North African countries, are a bit more spicy, but yeah, they're not super into their food. But they have a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables, which is amazing. So, yeah.
Okay. What are some of the? Can you describe sort of a typical street for us, or what are some of the biggest differences between New Zealand and Africa?
Well, I don't know about other countries in Africa, but Rwanda is super densely populated. So literally everywhere you go, there is people. If you walk out in the street, there'll be like 100 people, and people, there's not really any cars. So, everything that you can think of is carried on people's shoulders and heads. So you'll see, 6-year-old children carrying 80 kilos of sugar cane on their heads, or you'll see, someone carrying, 5 jerry cans, on their body and walking it up. So you see that everywhere. And also everyone's dressed in really colourful clothes.
Yep. And
I think in New Zealand we all kind of dress quite blandly. And, in Rwanda they all dress to impress, really. So they dress in beautiful, fitted, colourful clothing.
Do you get involved with those outfits when you're there?
Oh, 100%.
Awesome.
I'm all about those clothes, yeah. It's called Katangi, which is this beautiful African dress, and I have one that I'll be wearing at the market tomorrow, made for me, but I'll definitely be getting lots more made for me when I'm over there. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Kim, so if people... and you're Kim Apollo?
Apollo, yeah.
And whereabouts are you originally from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to say my name properly, it's Kim Apollo.
Apollo.
Apollo, yeah. It kind of sounds, it's similar vowels to Māori, so it's like Apollo, so it's similar sort of, idea.
I see. And you've got family, your parents live in Carterton, I understand?
Yeah, so I was raised in Carterton. It's definitely my home base. We've lived in the same home for my whole life.
Awesome.
And I always go home on the weekend. So I'm working in Wellington, but I've only been working here for about a year. But before that, I was living in Masterton. So the Wairarapa really is 100% home for me.
Yeah.
And even when I'm in Rwanda, it will always be my home base. So. Yeah.
Well, when do you think? So, after you've had your market and you're on the plane in a week and a half time, how long do you think it'll be until you're back here in Wairarapa?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I kind of hope I'll be back in 2 years just for a couple of months or a couple of weeks for a holiday. It kind of depends on family events, if I've got siblings getting married or, other important things. So obviously I'll try and make it earlier if those things happen. But I was kind of aiming after 2 years to come for a holiday back to New Zealand. So, yeah.
See how you go, eh?
See how I go, yeah. Hopefully they will come over and visit me. That would be even better.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If people want to sort of follow what you're up to, is there any way that they can do that?
Yeah, so I've got a Facebook page and blog and Instagram, but that might be a bit too much. But my Facebook page is African. So instead of African, I'm an African person, it's Afra and then Kim, like my name.
African.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And then also my blog is www.kimapollo.blogspot.com.
All right. I'm just trying to find you on Facebook now. So AFR.
Yep, I and then dash KIM.
Okay, I'll try that again.
Yep.
Africa.
Should come up.
Yeah, it should do. Here we go. See if I can find a... Oh, I'm having trouble finding... Alright, well, that's all good. I'll try that later. So people can find you on Facebook, Africam. Yep, awesome.
Yep.
Cool. All right, now, so the one more time, the market tomorrow is at...
it's at Carterton Park on High Street opposite New World. It's just at the very beginning of the park, so you can't miss it. And it's from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. And we'll have loads of stalls, there's bouncy castles and face painting. And at 11 a.m. and 12:30 p.m., the Rwandan girls will be doing traditional Rwandan dance on the grandstand. So that will definitely be amazing and definitely highly recommended. So if you can make it for those times, that'd be great.
Awesome. Oh, cool, Kim. Well, all the best for your time over there, and good on you. You're really a human being that's, using all of your powers to do good. It sounds really cool what you're up to.
Cool, thank you very much. Thank you for getting behind the market, and I hope to see you there.
Yeah, I'll come and introduce myself. I'll just look out for your gorgeous outfit.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll be the one in the Katangi, so
nice.
you can't miss me.
Awesome, Kim.
Thank you very much.
All right, you take care now, and then good luck for getting all your ducks in a row before you head off.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Okay.
Bye.
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 All right, I've switched that off. Off? Yeah. I nailed... Where am I looking? I nailed the phone thing. Cool. All right, so if you're wondering, I keep looking over here at the camera, looking down here at you can see my computer screen, and when I look up there, it's because that's what I can see of the camera. So I'm like checking that everything's looking okay. Cool. All right, so back to the events. It's 8:26 in the morning on Friday. It looks like the sun's going to be out today, which is cool. All right. This is a neat event. So Amber Arkau, she went to Chanel, I think, but she's originally from Wairarapa. She now lives in Christchurch, but she has got breast cancer, and it's the second time she's had it. She's 28, and this is the second time she's had it. But there's a really cool movie fundraiser happening on Sunday. I've just got my tickets to go. It's at Regent 3 Cinema. It's a new film, a New Zealand comedy called The Breaker Uppers. The movie starts at 4:30. Tickets are $20 and includes drinks and nibbles, and all the funds are going to Amber to help her with her cancer treatment. So if you're keen for this, you can go and inquire at BW O'Brien in Masterton, or you can call Colleen or Ashley. Colleen's number is 027 685 4971, or Ashley's is 027 463 4784, or just call BW O'Brien. And yesterday when I booked my ticket, they only had 13 left, so maybe there's only 11 left now. So that's a Sunday in Masterton at Regent 3. And also, if you want to know more about Amber, she has a really cool Facebook blog, When Things Went Tits Up. And she's really a cool chick. She's pretty open about what she's going through, and she's almost become a New Zealand celebrity now with her honesty, and she does do quite a lot about raising awareness and whatnot about breast cancer. So tonight at Club Wairarapa, the Hypnotics will be performing. They are one of New Zealand's best cover bands, apparently, featuring sensational Kiwi singer Christina Casile. So that's the Hypnotics tonight from 7:30 at Club Wairarapa. Sunset Cinema. This is a film sort of organisation, I guess. They're putting on the Selfish Giant at the Carterton Event Centre tonight from 7:30. It'll be screening. The Noble British Film at Cairns 2013 was the fiction debut of Bradford filmmaker Cleo Bernard. This contemporary fable about the friendship of two 13-year-old boys of strikingly different temperaments falling under the influence of a scrap metal dealer who runs gypsy horse races on the side is partially modelled on Oscar Wilde's story of the same name. So this is The Selfish Giant tonight at the Carterton Event Centre from 7:30pm. Tickets, how do you go about getting them? I think maybe inquire at the Carterton Event Centre or Google Sunset Cinema, Wairarapa, maybe. It looks like, I'm not sure how much the tickets are, but these guys often put films on, and it looks like a 3-month membership is $30. So if you're interested in that sort of film, you can go on Event Finder as well and find out more about getting a ticket. Tonight in Martinborough is Paint the Masterpiece Sip by Sip. This is a workshop at Ventana Creative Collective. It's on, how regularly? I think it's once a month. It must be the first Friday of each May, I think. Unleash your inner artist while enjoying local wines and painting your own version of a famous masterpiece. Join a jovial crowd with music, fun and laughs. The painting tutor will go over the basic techniques used in the painting so everyone has a fair start. And the ticket price of $60 includes 1 glass of wine and dessert. So $60. Pretty much they pick a famous painting and everyone in the class gets their own canvas, paintbrushes, paints to give it a go and to paint that masterpiece, and you get to drink local wine as well. So $60. Ventana Creative Collective is where it's at. If you want to book your spot, I think they get booked out. The number to call is 06 306 9488. One more time, 306 9488, and it's from 7pm till 9pm tonight. Twisted is happening tomorrow night at the Buckhorn, that's in Carterton. $15 to get in. Twisted are back for a long overdue party at the famous Buckhorn Bar and Grill in Carterton. Tickets are limited to get in quick and there's no door sales. So call up the Buckhorn if you're keen to head along. It doesn't really say anything about what or who Twisted are, but I'm sure it's some sort of musical entertainment. Now, the Space and Science Festival is in Wairarapa for the first time after inspiring more than 10,000 people in Wellington over the last 2 years. The Space and Science Festival is coming to Wairarapa. Space and Science Festival is a mix of spectacular science displays, science talks and classroom activity. It's a not-for-profit charity created by a group of volunteer parents, teachers, scientists, engineers and technologists. And the festivals, the group's focus, is on making science accessible and providing fun experiences that encourage young minds. So it's to get young people into technology and science and whatnot. That was a beep. Don't know where from. Might just be my headphones, it's hurting. Lee Major, he's the chairman of this festival group. He is also the chairman of the Martinborough Dark Sky Society. You might have heard about them. They are they're going all out to try and make Martinborough to the Coast Dark Sky Reserve, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to sort of support that, I guess you can head along to this festival. Now, tomorrow night from 6pm, they've got 4 guests talking at the Carterton Event Centre. Tickets are available from the Space and Science Festival website. Now, these guests are, one of them is Dr. John Barentine. He's actually he's the Conservation Director of the International Dark Sky Association. Now, they are at the top of the game. They are pretty much the ones that I think sign off or give accreditation to places that want to become dark sky reserves in the world. And it's a pretty rigorous sort of criteria to become one of those. So he'll be talking tomorrow at the Carterton Event Centre from 6pm. along with Ellery McNaughton, who I interviewed the other day. She's super cool. She's from Auckland University. She's doing a PhD and looking into the effects light pollution has on wildlife. So she's one of the speakers, and there's 2 speakers, I think, from Victoria University in Wellington as well. So that's all pretty interesting if you want to learn more about the dark sky and how lights affect things and what light technologies, how they're improving and whatnot. Okay. Now, sorry, did I tell you where the Space and Science Festival was? They've got sort of an open day tomorrow at the Greytown School from 12 until 4 and $10 to get in. So we got there in the end. Cool. All right, so Rock Machine. This is happening at the Greytown Hotel tomorrow from 9 p.m. The rock voltage of Wellington's hottest contemporary act has to be seen and not just heard, combining the talents of international touring musicians Darren Whittaker and Stan Gratkowski from the Pink Floyd Experience. Then we've got Nicole Chesterman Kircher. She's from the California Dreaming, and then Brian Shanks from Hitchcock Railway. So Rock Machine is a highly polished act that is guaranteed to produce another epic night at the Top Pub. So the Top Pub at the Greytown Hotel, 33 Main Street, Greytown, tomorrow night, Saturday the 5th of May from 9 until midnight. That's the Rock Machine. Living Well with Hearing Loss. This is a communication workshop at Wairarapa Community Centre, 41 Perry Street, Masterton. This is on Wednesday the 9th of May from 9:30 in the morning till 10:45 a.m. Living Well with Hearing Loss is a free workshop for people with hearing loss and their family, whānau, friends or partner. Join hearing therapist Anne Greatbatch from Hearing Therapy and learn communication strategies to reduce hearing difficulties in daily life. Living Well with Hearing Loss workshops are free for New Zealanders aged 16 and over. They're run by a qualified hearing therapist, suitable for anyone who has hearing loss, whether you have hearing aids or not, and open to partner, friends and family. Now, places are limited, so you will need to book your spot. The number to call if you want to get involved is 0800 008 011. So that's 0800 008 011, or email Anne with an E, ANNEG, Anne at lifeunlimited.net.nz to register. We've got a drawing class happening on Wednesday in Martinborough at Ventana Creative Collective from 7:30 p.m. That's Wednesday the 9th of May. $50. Learn how to draw the human form and develop your inner artist while enjoying local beer and good company. So turn up, you do some life drawing. So if you don't know what that means, someone very bravely bears all and you draw them. They do lots of poses. You sort of do 5-second quick sketches, and you move on to like 5-minute sketches, 10-minute sketches, 20-minute sketches, half-hour sketch, and then by that time you're all warmed up and you can generally get a pretty cool end product. And like some of the 5-second sketches, you think, what can I do in 5 seconds? But you just look at the form and you just go, here's the arm, here's the hair, there's the nose. And like sometimes you really can get the essence of a person just in 5 seconds, which is really cool. So life drawing classes in Martinborough, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m, $50 at Ventana. And Martinborough Brewery will be providing the beverages. 1.5 hours this class, and call up Ventana if you're keen to book a spot, and it's the second Wednesday of every month, and that price obviously includes drinks and nibbles. Alright, the fish and chip supper. This is just a heads up for next week's event on Friday. I think it's the launch of Booktown, Featherston Booktown. Is it the 3rd or 4th Booktown? Getting pretty successful, putting Featherston on the map for sure. Now the fish and chip supper, that's at the Terenikau Racecourse, $45 for general admission. Join the Booktown crew for this unique fish and chip supper at Rose and Smith. This is a sit-down event with an on-site cash bar. The after-dinner speaker is acclaimed writer and reviewer Kate DeGoldie. Kate writes fiction for all ages. She has been a recipient of the Michael King Fellowship and has won the New Zealand Post Children's Book of the Year twice. You will not want to miss this. Last year's event was completely sold out, so get in to confirm your seat and table. Ticket price includes the first drink. Awesome. Okay, so that's pretty much everything for this week that I've got in front of me. So remember, Booktown kicks off next Friday in Featherston. At the same time, there's the Featherston Art Show that raises funds for the Featherston Community Centre. So I think you should head. Some of the Featherston Booktown events require tickets to be purchased, so I would recommend you head on to the Featherston Booktown website to find out all the cool events happening in Featherston next weekend. On that note, I won't be in. Michael will stand in for me. He'll be looking fine in this chair next Friday. I'm going to the Media Awards in Auckland, which is super exciting. So Michael will stand in and I'll be back the next week. But before I go, I'll play you a song. I won't personally play you a song. I'll put one on. Then I'll let you know what the weather's going to be and then I'll skedaddle. All right? Here's some New Zealand band. Who have I got? Open Souls.
To see walk with this world without any rapping beat, no DJs, B-boys, beats, graffiti. I try envision it, shit it's a catastrophe. I see the masses standing passively, void of creativity. It's a factory masked in a sea of someone's bastardly fantasy. Mentally they lack in the capacity to know what the fuck is happening. Music ain't got no history, so you can't take it back to when all of a sudden somebody came back with pens and instruments and new sense, creating a new sense, trying to get everyone to cash they 2 cents. Plan to build a studio, hide the blueprint, stay in a fight for music, risking their life could lose it. In the world of contradictions like idle movement, it's time for improvement. The domes of these clones was been on instruments and microphones, it's been a home. So what do you do except for what you have got to? And now I don't think you can find a good enough reason not to. Dropping it, close the scene, never stopping it. About to take you higher than the roof on the metropolis. You know we clocking this like video games. About to take you to a place where you can't remember your name. Setting the stage to get your head in the days and stay. If only for the fact you already paid. We already made songs to keep you bumping along. I state that we ain't the bomb, but I hate to say when I'm wrong. So we stay strong and try to help pave the path for any cat so fat they outweigh the mass, outweighs the class. And that's a fact, cause New Zealand hip hop's like a turbo, cutting no slack. It ain't puffing no crack. Maybe it's stuffing your back from you bouncing to bands and MCs busting on tracks. It's for the love of the gat and any instrument under the sun, and no one's fucking with that. So for what you have got to. And now I don't think you can find a good enough reason not to. And it's the music that got us walking shoulder to shoulder. Stay young while everyone gets older and older, and bring the people around the world closer and closer. Raise your glasses and bottles up so we can toast the sound of beats and rhymes, spanning back so many lifetimes. A healing process that kept slaves in their right mind. Emotional outlet, the beat and rhythm and sync with their lifeline. They down but they ain't out yet, I doubt that. It's real properties gon' change regardless of how much it's hidden in the shade. These days people talk shit to get paid, but to me it seems to be the equivalent of minimum wage. We keep it real and stay richer for it, then make a fat song inspired but wonder what's here long before it. One if the kind that got you feeling all euphoric, about to blast into personal atmosphere to orbit and make you open up and absorb it just like your porous. There was time to jump back on the chorus. So what do you do except for what A good enough reason not to. What do you do except for what you have got to? And now, how do you think you can find a good enough reason not to? What do you do except for what you have got to? And now, I don't believe that you can find a good enough reason not to.
All right, I'm back. That was just getting told off by the boss for not checking my cubbyhole. All right, so that was the Open Souls. Love that last bit where that chick gets in there. She's cool, man. All right, so what am I here for? I'm here to tell you what's happening in Wairarapa, and now I'm going to tell you what's happening in the Tararua district. All right, so we've got tonight, they're doing a preview of the Wairarapas. Remember I told you about that. That was a fundraiser for Amber on Sunday. That's going to be screened here in Masterton, but it's also being screened tonight at 7 o'clock. In where? In the Tararua district. It doesn't even say. It just has the contact. Leisha Atkinson. I'll give you her phone number if you want to book. Now, $20. Want to be single by the end of summer. This is a comedy. Two women, cynical in love, set up an agency to break couples up as a way to avoid letting go and moving on with their lives. Okay, so that's what the film's about. Cool. If you want to go and check this out in the Tararua district, call up Leisha. Her number's 027 273 2660. Cool. All right. Then we've got today in Dannyverk at the Hub on Eldoris Street. There's a senior road rule refresher course. So nearing the age where you need to renew your driver's license. Here is a free road rule refresher course to help build your confidence. Okay, Debbie Webster is the contact, and you can get her on 0508 800 800, and it's from 10 until 2:30 today, and it's free. 7th of May, when's that? That must be Monday. There's another senior road rule refresher course. Debbie is your contact again, but this time it's at the Pahiatua Marae, Rickerton Road, Pahiatua, from 10 until 2:30. Again, Debbie's number is 0508 800 800. Now, the 9th of May, which will be next Wednesday, is a positive parenting program, managing fighting and aggression. This is at the Tararua Family Services at 8 Ward Street from 10 until 2. These 2-hour sessions are designed to get to the heart of a specific problem quickly and directly. If you're interested in heading along to that, this again is the Positive Parenting Program, Managing Fighting and Aggression. You can contact the Tararua Family Services on 06 374 5029. Okay, and then the Living Well with Hearing Loss, which I mentioned before, that's also going to be at Dannyverk on 19 McPhee Street. That's the Life Unlimited Hearing Therapy, 19 McPhee Street, Dannyverk. This is next Thursday from 1:30 until 3. It's free, but remember you got to register, so you can call Anne on 0800 008 011. Cool. Okay, then we're back onto the Friday. So I'll give you the weather. So Michael came in, he had some notices for me to read out, and then he walked out with them again. So I don't know if I'm meant to read them out or not. I probably am meant to read them out. But let's do the weather. The situation. A high covers much of New Zealand today, while a northerly flow develops over the South Island. Now, looking pretty sunny everywhere down the lower half of the North Island here. Wairarapa regional forecast today, areas of morning cloud and possible frosts in sheltered places. Then fine with variable high cloud, northeasterlies developing in the afternoon. Tomorrow, mainly fine with high cloud and northerlies, and then Sunday, morning rain, then fine spells, northwesterlies, strong at times. So today in Masterton, we've got a high of 18 degrees. Tomorrow, high of 19, a low of 4. That's pretty cold. Sunday we've got a high of 19, and looking around, so 18 in Masterton, 17 in Featherston today, 16 in Wellington, 17 in Paraparaumu, 18 in Palmerston North, and 16 in Dannevirke. Cool. All right, and then the Tararua Forest Park today is fine with high cloud. Let's have a look around the country, eh? Auckland, partly cloudy 19, Hamilton, partly cloudy 18, Tauranga, fine 19, Gisborne, partly cloudy 17, New Plymouth, partly cloudy 17, Blenheim, partly cloudy 18, Christchurch, partly cloudy 15, and it's partly cloudy in Timaru, Queenstown and Dunedin, Timaru 15, Queenstown 16 and Dunedin 17. That's the weather for you. All right, so you've been listening to WHAM Wairarapa. I'm Hayley Gastmeyer. I come into the Arrow FM studio on Queen Street every Friday morning around 8ish. Normally have a 45-minute show. On that note, it's 10 minutes to 9 right now, so I better skedaddle. However, I encourage you to go onto the WHAM Wairarapa Facebook page and like it, and that's a way you can get in touch with me. You can send me tips about my presenting. You can send me events to read out. You can say you want to be a guest and come in on the show. Happy for feedback and, yes, enlighten me about what's going on around the region. Okay. I hope everyone has a great weekend and a safe week, and I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Michael will be standing in next week, but thanks heaps for tuning in. I'm going to be fading in a song by Chambers. Yep. The words, I've got a feeling I worked with one of the girl that's in this band, but I'm not going to confirm that until I hear it. All right, I'll fade it on, and you guys have a great week. Ka kite.
Waiting aimlessly